welcome back to the
Movie
Inspectors. That's right. Inspector Dustin here with my buddy Grant. Inspector Grant. Inspector G for short, but don't call him that to his face because he doesn't like it. So which movie did we see today?
Rogue One.
Rogue One. This was the first non-Skywalker movie of the Star Wars Empire. It's not an episode, it's called a Star Wars story. What do you think about the inclusion of these kind of movies?
I think it's pretty good, and we're going to get more if I remember. Rumors are saying there being 2 more that are going to come out, which we're definitely going to have to watch when they come out.
Definitely.
The Boba Fett one is just a myth, but I don't think that one's going to come out because Boba Fett's dead, but apparently he didn't die, but...
And also, Boba Fett is the worst bounty hunter ever. No one likes Boba Fett.
Hey, he's a pretty good character. His father was pretty good at
His father, Jango. Jango was awesome. Jango killed Jedi. But Boba fell into a starlight pit and died. In his stomach. What's up with that?
And apparently we're also going to get a Han Solo movie.
That's right. So let's talk about this one. What did you think about the plot? Going to get the Death Star plans.
Yeah, it was really good. The only question I have though is what happened to all of these free things? AKA the robot type of robots, one of them gets reprogrammed to become basically what looks like the free CPU of this movie.
You're talking about the big green robot. God, I can't remember his name. We just watched the movie.
And black robot.
Yeah, black. Yeah. Well, they also said that they were going to retcon those robots. At the end of the movie, one of the stormtroopers said that they were going to decommission that line of robots. That's why we never see those robots again.
I guess I can see why they're pretty useful.
Yeah.
They're not that useful at all.
No, they weren't. But he was a good robot. He was really funny. You liked him a lot.
Yeah, and I love that. Speaking of free CPU thingies, that free CPU and an R2D2 Easter egg was the best cameo I've ever seen.
The best. I missed that in the theater, but you saw it, and then you pointed it out to me during this run. That was pretty cool. So I like that they retconned in the whole flaw of the Death Star, that it was actually a plan of the guy who was supposed to be making the Death Star, that it was a way for him to be like a secret agent against the Empire. Did you like that?
Yeah. My favorite part of the movie, though, is simply of how they try not to focus so much on it, but still wants you to make sure to remember the real purpose of this movie, but not just always focused on that. Sometimes they go away from that fact and then go back to that fact.
That's right. They kept it, and they had to figure it out. For a while they didn't know what that was either. They had to go and find the father and get the plans and all of that stuff. And I liked how nobody believed Jin, and she had to go off and do it by herself because she knew when it was right. And it would have been too easy if she was able to convince everybody right away that it was the right thing to do to get into that final plan.
What I liked about this movie is that, for example, we see this too much in Star Wars movies where all the characters do their job really well and it's so easy. We've seen this before, like Rey able to easily mind trick the stormtrooper to let her out of their cell.
Coming up, that's Force Awakens. Spoiler, but yeah.
And Luke, which has done many really hard things, like for example, shot the Death Star so it could blow up and done all that stuff.
He used the Force to do that.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm saying is the characters with the Force were these Jedi that were in the film, they did the job way too easy because of the Force. In this one, nobody had the Force except for the blind guy, and he only used the Force to while get really great hearing, so he basically sees everything.
Yeah, he's like, what did you compare him to?
Daredevil?
Daredevil.
Come on. Literally, he could hear a stormtrooper's foot and know exactly where it is.
That was pretty good. So, you were also saying that this is the bloodiest of all the Star Wars movies, even more than the Revenge of the Sith.
There's so many people who died in this film that it just feels like there's not even one person that I can call out surviving.
It's true. They all died. And then, of course, Jeddah, the city, died.
Yeah, and also, not only was the entire city dead, which is pretty impressive. You know, I don't see Star Wars films. I don't see a Star Wars film, and they just randomly just destroy an entire city.
Yeah.
Of course, this was during the testing of the Death Star.
Now, what do you think of Darth Vader's return?
Well, we were all expecting this, basically. It takes place after Episode 3, and the end he got into his Darth Vader suit. But before Episode 4, when he busted into his ship, a.k.a. we got to see him go down the hallway with his lightsaber to try and catch the plane before it comes into this epic chase of the Star Destroyer chasing the ship that had the Death Star plans on.
I love that they just showed a mad Vader, that he was just killing people left and right in that corridor, and he was upset.
Yeah, I expected. I would probably be upset. You know, Vader had to deal with an entire planet that was under infestation by the Empire blow up. And before that, he had to talk to the person who made the Death Star, who died by the Death Star,
Yep.
which got to be pretty annoying.
Yep.
And then the rebels steal the Death Star plans so that he has to go, so he's going to have to try and get it back. And you'll know, when Vader is fighting, he can easily get angry. He's like the Hulk. Whenever he needs his anger, he got it. And his anger, it allows him to really cut up people like.
So what was your favorite character in this movie?
I would say that guy was like the machine gun.
Oh yeah, the one of the Wills there. I forgot his name too. The guy with the turbo laser, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. He had a great weapon.
Yeah.
And what was your favorite scene in the movie?
Spoiler alert to a Star Wars video game that coming out, Battlefront 2. If they had the Rogue One characters in it, that would be epic. Especially that guy. Because I would always pick him if I had the game and they had that guy. Because he probably will have his famous gun that's like pew 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 pew. It's just like rapid fire and sniper view. And
That's true.
probably a jetpack.
I got a call. All right, take two. We're just gonna splice these together, okay? Bam, we're back. I got a call interrupt the darn camera. So, all right, we're back. So, what was your favorite scene in the movie?
It's when we think that it's impossible to lose at this movie. They were about to get away with the Death Star plans. Then the Star Destroyer came up out of nowhere and shot almost all the ships and blew them up.
Okay, so is there any other questions you'd like to ask me about this movie?
Would you think they should make more of these Star Wars stories after seeing this one?
I do. I'm looking forward to the Han Solo one.
Han Solo, not Han. It's not going to be a hand. That's
Han Solo, Han Solo, tomato. But the Han Solo film that's coming up, and I don't know if they're making that Boba Fett one, but I know that they just announced that they're going to do another trilogy after this final trilogy. So we're going to have Star Wars in our lives for a decade or so more.
Which makes sense because Star Wars right now is owned by Disney, one of the best movie-making companies out there. And they also did a really good job on making Star Wars. You gotta admit, some of the lines that George Lucas made were a little bit clocky, like all the way back in episode 2. I killed them like animals. Like animals.
Yeah. No clunky dialogue in this one. This was actually pretty funny. All right, up next, what are we going to do next? We're going to try to get A New Hope tomorrow, the movie that started it all. And then we're going to try to finish up by Saturday so we can go see The Last Jedi. And then what are the movie series that we're going to do after that?
Marvel, and then after that, I hope we can do the Jurassic Park series.
I think we can do that.
For the new one that's coming out, Jurassic World.
We got 4 of those. We got 3 of the original Jurassic Parks and then Jurassic World. So yeah, we got 4 of those movies that we got to get to.
Speaking of which, just to give a little spoiler, which one was your favorite out of all the Jurassic Park series?
You know what? I think they're going to have to tune in to see that when we do that next summer. When we do that, you're going to have to wait and see. All right, ready? You ready to say goodbye?
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.